Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Time. I'm Sean. The big news this week is that Star Wars Episode 9's director has been found. It's none other than the very popular right now director. He directed Jurassic World, which is now the third most highest grossing film of all time, Colin Trevorrow. I really like what he did with Jurassic World. He was able to bring some of the old and mix it with the new and kind of put a celebration on screen for you about that world. And I think if he kind of does that, but makes it meaningful as well, of course, with the 9th episode of Star Wars, which would be the third in this new trilogy, I think that would be great, and I think he is the man for the job. He definitely has some skill as a director, and I like what he's done so far, so I'm really looking forward to this new announcement. I'm looking forward to this coming to fruition in the coming years. An image was released this week from the set of Ghostbusters. This one is of Chris Hemsworth in his Ghostbusters wardrobe. Now, I've been wondering, I've been hoping and talking about this, been hoping for this character that he's playing to be a character of kind of like the old receptionist from the original Ghostbusters, kind of like that. I think that would be really funny, and I've been talking about it. And with this picture, it kind of confirms a couple things. It reminds me of that character, and I've also been hearing some other people say that maybe it's also a combination, combining that character that I wanted it to be like with Rick Moranis' character from the Ghostbuster movies. I think that's perfect. You know, he's not like, keep him away from the action, keep him there to be to show us his comedic talents, and just do a great job with that. I really look forward to seeing what his character is what kind of shape it's gonna take in this film. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Alright guys, and the last bit of news this week is Michael Shannon. He played General Zod in Man of Steel. As we've seen in the Batman vs Superman trailer, they show his body in the trailer. He had a statement this week, I guess it was in an interview, where he said that he got stuck in his trailer and he was wearing flippers and he couldn't open the door, so he's banging on it and asking to be let out. I don't know what flippers means. We don't really have a true definition. Maybe he's wearing actual flippers on his hands, maybe he's wearing something else. But what it seems that's coming from this statement in this interview that he made is that he's gonna play a bigger role in at least maybe a little bit, maybe a scene, but it's bigger than just him being dead than we thought. You know, I truly, honestly don't believe that in Batman vs Superman, the entire movie is gonna be about one fight between those two dudes. I don't believe that. I think there has to be something greater to make them come together than just them beating each other up. And I think that it's gonna come in the way of General Zod, Michael Shannon, his character. Something's gonna happen, I think, and maybe turn him into something that we like Doomsday, or they might manipulate his DNA. I don't know, try to combine it with something else. I just have a feeling that he's gonna play a much bigger role, especially with these statements on the new movie Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, compared to what we thought with him just being a dead body, you know, being rolled away. We'll have to wait and find out. The movie doesn't come out until 2016, so it is a bit of a wait until then, but I'm excited to figure it out, to find out and just see what he's actually gonna be used for in this upcoming film. Alright guys, so now on to the trailer segment this week. There were a couple of trailers this week that caught my attention. First off is the new Martian, The Martian trailer. The lead role in The Martian is Matt Damon. It has a bunch of other great actors: Jessica Chastain, Jeff Daniels. You have, the list keeps going on, Kristen Wiig. It goes on and on. Great ensemble cast. I'm really excited for this film. I'm looking forward to it. Mainly, the trailers have done a great job so far of really pulling me in. Now, I have heard some complaints about the trailers, maybe showing a little bit too much in the trailers, and I gotta say there are some parts like, yeah, don't show that because it's very specific with what they're showing, and it kind of makes me realize, like, okay, when he's over here doing this, so that's gonna happen, what happens in the trailer. So although the trailers have been doing that, I still am very much interested in this trailer. I want to see what Matt Damon could do. I'm really interested in this whole sci-fi, like space trip type of thing, so I'm really looking forward to this film. And the other trailer that caught my attention this week is called Victor Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is starring James McAvoy and Daniel Radcliffe. Now, This one looks interesting. It doesn't look too much drama, doesn't look like an action, doesn't look like a comedy. Looks like kind of a combination of all of them. It reminds me very much so of the Sherlock Holmes series with Robert Downey Jr. With all that being said, that track record of those types of movies, I really enjoyed the Sherlock Holmes series. This one's not being directed by Guy Ritchie by any means, but it has that feeling to it. So I wonder what the connection is, if there's somebody in the production of this film that's kind of connected to those films. Either way, it definitely caught my attention with this trailer. It has me wondering what's going to happen, what's going to be the main plot device, other than, you know, them trying to be sniffed out, you know, for violating laws of human decency and human experimentation and stuff like that. I really am interested in finding out what this movie, this plot, this story has to deliver. Alright guys, now time for the in-theater segment this week. There are 3 movies in theaters that caught my attention, that are standing out to me, that I think you should look into. Let's say look into. First off is Hitman Agent 47. This one is it's a completely new movie. Completely new Hitman movie. Has nothing to do with the Timothy Olyphant one, which I like Timothy Olyphant as an actor, and I enjoyed him as the Hitman, the Agent 47. This one's going to be a little different. This one, from what I've been hearing, is a little bit truer in nature to the series, the video game series that is. So I am interested in seeing this one. I do not know if I'm going to see that this weekend. I don't know if this movie, out of the 3 movies I'm going to talk about, is the one that I want to see. But it does have me interested. The second film I'm going to talk about that's in theaters this week is called Sinister 2. If you are a fan of horror movies, this might be right up your alley. Sinister 2, you know, I don't recall if I saw the first one. And if that is any indication, that means I'm probably not going to be seeing the second one. I'm not a big fan of horror movies, but if you are, go check this one out. There's no horror movies in theaters as of right now, so you would have this nice little, you know, cut of the pie. That it could be a hidden gem, you never know. The trailers look pretty interesting, little creepy. The guy that they show him disappearing, shines the light on him, and then he reappears. That stuff, it's kind of like becoming common with a lot of these horror movies that are coming out these days. So they have to be careful with that. There is going to be a point where it's going to be overused and outplayed. But for now, if you are interested in a horror movie, go check out Sinister 2. And finally, the third movie that I want to talk about today that's coming out this weekend, it's going to be in theaters this weekend, is American Ultra. This one's starring Jesse Eisenberg, Kristen Stewart, and this is I think the second time that they've been in a film together, and I want to see where their chemistry can lead. It looks so far from what I've seen in the trailers that Kristen Stewart has a little bit of emotion in this film, and I don't mean that it is like a sad way, but like she's showing expressions and stuff like that. So I mean, that's a new step up for me in my consideration of Kristen Stewart as an actress. Jesse Eisenberg, he's shown that he has talent, but a lot of the time he gets stuck playing the same kind of character. This one's a little bit different, a stoner that's gonna kick ass. The movie looks really, really gritty. And I want to say it's choreographed by the people that did the fight choreography from John Wick, which they also did some of that gun fu, where it was awesome in John Wick. And correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but if that's the case, man, I can't wait to see this because of the action. This is the movie I want to see this weekend. If you guys are looking for a good action film, something that can scratch that itch for action, I would go see this one. Now, that's not saying the story is going to be good. It might be terrible. I'm hearing a little bit of mixed reviews so far. So definitely go into this film with an open mind, but this is the one I'm looking forward to seeing this weekend. Let me know down below, guys, which film you want to see this weekend. Alright guys, and now it's time for movie of the week. This week's movie of the week was Project Almanac. Now, I've been thinking about seeing this film for quite a while now. I went with this one, the one that I've been putting off, and I'm very happy I did. It had some good moments. What I liked about this movie is that even though these kids are in high school, they are possibly 18 years old or younger, they don't really play them as straight high school students. They are all individuals in this film. They all have like their certain personalities and their own like ways they talk and walk and act. I like that. But at the same time, they're not just your typical high school students. I like that. They're portraying them a little bit older. They're getting ready to go to college for the most part. I liked that a lot. A lot of the reasons why I don't like movies where they have people where they're portraying high school students, at least in this day and age, compared to like the 90s or before. In this day and age, if they show something where a kid's like in high school, they really PG everything. In this one, it wasn't exactly going for, an R rating or anything like that, but in this one they did allow them to have conversations about things and talk about things that, a high school student would talk about that, but they did it in it seemed like a more mature fashion, and it didn't, handcuff them to being PG. So I enjoyed that aspect of this film, the fact that they didn't restrict them to acting like little kids. I enjoyed the fact that they let them, be smart, be intelligent. They let them be more adult about their conversations and what they do, whether it's going to house parties or hooking up with a chick. I like that. The other thing that I really liked about this film is it gave me a really cool look into the minds of the directors and the screenwriters about their idea of time travel. I always love this sci-fi stuff. I love the time travel topic. It's a great conversation. It's really fun. And with this one, it was just kind of like, it was some of the same tropes or the same kind of points of interest when you're having a conversation about time travel, which I've had before, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. There's some of those points of interest where they hit in this film, but at the same time they kind of expand a little bit more. I just found it really interesting how they did that with this film. It kept me into the film the whole time. They started off small and kept building bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger with what they're doing with the time travel. And for me, that was successful because it got to this point where the big crescendo of the film was the biggest point of and the heaviest moment, like emotionally, based on what the impact it had on the story as well as the characters. It just got better and better throughout the film. I really enjoyed this film. I like where it left you at the end. It makes you wonder what's gonna happen next. So yeah, I definitely would recommend this film to you guys. This is a sci-fi film, a time travel film. It's not Back to the Future. It's like more like your Chronicle, the movie Chronicle type of version of a superhero movie. It's like that version of a time travel movie, which in my eyes, it did a great job at that. So again, I recommend this to you guys. It's in Redbox right now. Go check it out and let me know what you guys think down below. Alright guys, that's it for Movie Time this week. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comments section. This is the 99th episode, guys. Next week's my 100th episode. Let me know down in the comment section any ideas, any thoughts of what I should do to celebrate. What can I do with my limited time and budget, if I have one at all. Please let me know down below. Give me some ideas. I do have some of my own, but I would definitely like your input to see what we can accomplish with this 100th episode. All right, guys. So let's have a great conversation this week. We'll see you next time. Peace.